Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel and welcome to this video. This is John from xemacscode, and in this video, guys, we're gonna talk about how to create, or we're gonna learn about how to create a very simple calculator in JavaFX. So I'm gonna teach you, I'm gonna guide you all the steps that you need to create a very basic application or calculator. So we're gonna preview what we will be doing here. So basically, we're just going to have a simpler version of this calculator, wherein which we could add numbers, we could divide, multiply, and other operations. So the first thing that we're going to take is we're going to uh, create the layout. Say for example, the buttons, the operators, and of course the display of the result or the numbers to be added or to be multiplied or to be subtracted and so on. So now let's create a new project. So basically we're just going to add a new project right here. So JavaFX and JavaFX FXML application. So click on next, and then we're gonna name our application as FX calculator. There you go. And the name of our FXML will be main.fxml, and the um, application class will be main.java. So I'm just going to add a package name or Separator code that's main. So this will be the main class for our JavaFX application. So click on finish, and then it will generate few files for us. That will be the controller, the main class, and of course the main fxml file. So there you go, as you can see here. So main.fxml. So this is the first file that we're going to modify, the main.fxml. So we're going to open it with the scene builder, and as you can see here, the basic structure. So now we have this anchor pane, right? But we're going to replace this with a Vbox. So remove this, delete, and we're going to search here the Vbox or vertical box, and then we're gonna drag this right here. So basically what Vbox is it is just a layout which will try to arrange or align our element vertically. So the default size for this is 300 by 300. So preferred width is 300, and of course the preferred height will be 300. So there you go. This will be the base of our calculator, and then we can add a new stack pane right here. So just drag this here, and then the height for this, we're going to set this into um, 50. Okay, and of course this will be 50. Preferred width is let's say 300, and of course we're going to add another one here. This will be hbox. So hbox just gonna align our element into like aligning our element horizontally. So this will be stack pane first before, so we can drag the elements. As you can see here, we can drag it on top, something like this. So we will now have the first element will be the stack pane, the second will be an hbox, and the height for this is 50. Preferred height is 50, of course, and then the preferred width is also 300. Okay, and then from here we can add different elements. So for example, we're going to add buttons right there, buttons, and we can drag it to the hbox, as you can see here, and then we can align this button right here, and of course we're going to set the preferred size or preferred height of this particular button. So button is preferred height is also 50 right there. No, not 500, just 50 right there. Preferred is that, yeah, preferred height And the H box, we need to set the spacing into 10. Okay, and of course the layout for H box properties, and then alignment will be center. Okay, and we need to copy and paste this particular button first, or maybe we can change first the font size. So let's make it like um, 17. Okay, or maybe 16, and then copy and paste this 4 times or 3 times, and just add it there just to align our buttons right there. Okay, so we now have 4 buttons, right? The first one, second, third, and fourth, and then we can change the text of this. We can save this actually. So save this and go back to our NetBeans IDE, and then we can see here our main.fxml. We do have the buttons. Okay, and then it has the text button, the same for the second one. So basically what we want is to add buttons like what we saw here in our calculator. So 7, 8, 9. So let's do that. So this will be the 7, 7, and then 8, and then 9, and of course the symbol for division. Okay, so save this, and then it should look like this, as you can see here. And of course we can set the size of this, because we did not set the width, only the height or preferred height. So it should be also 50, or better yet, use the computed size for our max width as computed size. There you go. And then the preferred width will be 50 for our buttons. Okay, so now we have a bigger buttons for our numbers, and of course the operators. And of course we want to add another row for this particular calculators. There, for example, in this example, we do have 4, 5, 6, and then the subtract operation. So let's just copy and paste this hbox for us to add another row for our calculator. And of course this will contain the number 4, the 5. Okay, so let's just change this. So this will be 4. Anyway, you can always change this from the NetBeans IDE. You can directly change it here, but of course you can have always the option to change it from the scene builder application. So again, this is 4, and then 5, and then 6, and of course the asterisk, that is a symbol for our multiplication operation. So we're going to add another row. So copy and paste the hbox and paste another one. So 4, 5, 6, and then of course we need to add the number 1, 2, and then 3. And of course the other operation for this is the subtract button or subtract operation. Right, there you go. And of course in here we will add the 0, and then of course the equal sign, and of course we will add another 1, which is the plus. Okay, for our addition. Okay, there you go. And we will just remove this and maybe change the equal sign in, so, or maybe the 0. We can change this into the preferred width will be 110, because the button is 50 and it should occupy 2 columns and with the space. So that makes it 110, the preferred width. So now we have the basic layout of our calculator, and we will add we can add actually label to this, or we can use the uh, text field. But for now, let's just add the label. Okay, so add label to our stack pane. Okay, and maybe we can change the size of our label. So for example, the preferred width is 300 and the height is 45 or something. And then we can change the alignment of the text inside this particular label. So let's go to properties, and then we can change it, the text alignment. And of course, we would change it from here, the alignment to top right. And we can add the, what do you call this? We could add a padding inside this label. So for now, let's just change the style or the font size to maybe 22 or 22. Yeah. And let's just add a padding to this just to make it more like a very awesome calculator. So maybe the right padding will be 10 or maybe 20. 20. Let's make it 40. Okay, 40, and then the padding on top is like 10. Okay, so basically this will be the display of the operation. So for example, the result of adding two numbers or subtracting two numbers, and so on. Okay, so I think that's it for this particular video, and in the next video, guys, we're going to add functions to this buttons to actually have the operation to work. So for example, adding 1 plus 2 equals to 3, so it should reflect the changes here. So if you try to preview our layout, it will be go to preview, and then the preview or show preview window. Okay, this will be our calculator. Okay, so as I've said, in the next video we're going to add functionalities into this button. So I think that's it, guys, and see you in the next video.